All right. Try to continue this. All right. Like I was saying, when it comes to one's range of vision, this individual's range of vision was limited because they were limited because of the members. That's what it said in 23. But I see another law in my members, and so they was limited by that. And it goes on to say, bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. That was the limitations at first, but goes on to 25 and says, so then with the mind I myself serve the law of God. And that was an expansion of one's limitations. But they also remembered that the outer appearance, their skin, their flesh, it goes on to say, but with the flesh of the law of sin. And that because this individual had a good heart knowledge and a good head knowledge, they knew where they stood in the decision making. Blindness. Blindness is defined as inability to see, unwillingness to understand, or lack of judgment. Now, you can say the members that this individual was talking about had a blindness. You can say they had unwillingness to understand. But for this individual that's actually we're talking about in this podcast today, this episode, I don't think they had lack of judgment, because they had the right mindset to first recognize that there was a problem, recognize that it was a problem not only with the members, but a problem with themselves, and they had also had the understanding to go to the correct source for better judgment. Face. Face is defined as front of something, or boldness, or self-respect. Now, this individual once again, they faced their fears by noticing the people around them. They had the boldness to say, oh, wicked me, oh, wicked man. And they had the understanding they needed self-respect, and it only comes from above. Fear. Fear is defined as distressing emotion, a concern, or something that causes a feeling of dread. And that's what this individual was going through. This individual was going through the idea of what it's going to be or what it's going to do to them on the inside, how it's going to affect them in the long run. This is what this individual was struggling with. This is what the individual was, their fear was. Their fear was that they were going to become just like their other members. Terror. Terror is defined as any period of frightful violence, threats of intimidation, or being unpleasant. Once again, this individual had terror in their heart, had terror in their mind, and they had threats of their flesh, and it felt unpleasant to them to be around the other members. So it goes into the next definition, decision. Decision is defined as the act of making up one's mind, a judgment, or a rewarding victory in a match. This person started out down, getting beat down in the first one, along with his fellow members. He started coming back when in his fight against right and wrong. when it got to the point where they realized, oh, wretched me, and they came out victorious when it said, I thank God through Jesus Christ. But they did not leave without scars from the fight. That's what it says at the end of 25. It says, but with the flesh of the law of sin. That's a scar they're going to have. You're not going to come out being without blemish or coming out without being touched. You get in the fight, you're going to look like you've been in the fight. Arrangement. Arrangement is defined as the manner or in which things are. A final statement. The final statement is, I thank God through Jesus Christ, our Lord. That's a good enough final statement in my book. I want to thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening to this. If you listen to the podcast, like I said, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe. If it don't affect you today, save it for tomorrow. And if it does affect you today or tomorrow, share it with someone else because it might affect them. Thanks.